Hello guys, welcome back to Hollywood Recap. Today I will recap the 2014 romance comedy movie The Other Woman. Spoilers ahead, take care. The film begins with a guy and a blonde babe kissing. Carly and Mark are introduced here. Carly is being pursued by Mark, who takes her on romantic dates and buys her nice gifts. He appears to be looking forward to seeing Carly's father and friends to commemorate their 8-week anniversary. Carly, on the other hand, is suspicious, believing that it is too soon in their relationship. Mark wakes up a few days later, but not in Carly's house, but in his marriage bed. Mark is married to Kate, a socially awkward and dumb woman who is always willing to please and thinks she is happily married to a good man. We learn that Carly works as a lawyer in a prestigious firm with Lydia, an intimidating personal assistant who cares more about Carly's love life than putting forth the work. Kate calls Mark to remind him of his dinner with his brother-in-law, Phil. Mark, on the other hand, had agreed to meet Carly's father that same night. To get out of this situation, Mark tells Carly that he has a leak in the basement of his Connecticut home, which he needs to fix right now. Carly is enraged by the last-minute change in plans and tells her father about it when they meet. Her father then gives her the wonderful idea of dressing up in a sexy outfit and popping up at Mark's house. Carly agrees with this idea. She arrives late at night, dressed as a gorgeous plumber and ready to assist Mark with his problem. However, she is greeted by an unexpected visitor named Kate. Kate and Carly meet for the first time. Carly is astounded when she sees a woman open the door, but she mistakenly believes Kate is the housekeeper. When Kate reintroduces herself as Mark's wife, everything changes. Humiliated Carly, flees the scene as quickly as to save face and breaking a vase in the process. When she gets to work the next day, she ruins the flowers that were placed by Mark in center as an apology for skipping dinner the night before. Carly tells Lydia that Mark is married and that she doesn't want to see him again. Lydia, on the other hand, doesn't get it because she doesn't see his marital status as a hindrance. Kate approaches Carly to her office so they may discuss about their encounter because she is suspicious of her. Kate thinks that Mark has been having an affair with Carly, which causes her to have a panic attack. Carly agrees to tell Kate what she needs to know about Mark over drinks, fearful of raising a fuss at her office. When they meet up later that evening, Kate learns that Carly and Mark have been intimate 50 times and she has yet another mental collapse. Kate had left her career and postponed having children all for Mark's sake. Carly is honest and expresses her acceptance of the situation to Kate despite the fact that the two are not friends. She informs her that finding decent men is practically impossible since they either bore you or are cheating liars. As a result, whatever she decides to do will ultimately fail. Kate, on the other hand, finds solace in Carly's attitude that she returns to work the next day, with much to Carly's displeasure. Kate wishes to keep Carly informed, but she refuses, claiming that she is uninterested in any of this. Kate is eager about finding someone to talk to about this because, after all, she is lonely. Her unfaithful husband is the only one she has. Carly feels sorry for her and decides to give her some wiggle room while listening to her bullshit story. Calls her Kate has taken a supper into the home and she invites her in for a bite. Mark, who is out of town in Miami, calls her, but Carly refuses to answer the phone call. Kate is confused. When she notices this, the two begin to drink and talk about their experiences, even dressing up in Carly's clothes. The next day, after wrecking Mark's office space with a golf club in anger, Kate calls Carly to help her figure things out. Carly visits Kate's house and meets Kate's attractive and smart brother, Phil, with whom she quickly bonds. Mark has returned from his trip and is skeptical about the house's apparent changes. He shares the good news to Kate. Her company proposal was accepted and they will receive approximately $500,000. He proposes to go out for dinner to celebrate and Kate temporarily forgets about Mark's adultery in this lovely moment. She calls Carly for advice on how to get it on with Mark, but the two of them end up disagreeing about the matter. Because Carly believes it's a bad idea, they're ready to get laid after the dinner, so Kate goes to freshen up. When she returns, she notices Mark on a private phone call and changes her mind, knowing that she has been fooled yet again by his attractive attitude. We see Carly text Kate the next day to make reparations. Meanwhile, Kate is in the house with Phil, renovating the home office. Kate ends up telling Phil about all that has happened recently and he advises that she deal with Carly first, then with Mark. Carly arranges a meeting with Kate to apologize for her rude behavior. However, Kate is irritated and is not persuaded by Carly's apologies, resulting in a quarrel. Kate continues to believe that Carly is obsessed with Mark because of secret phone call. Carly, on the other hand, suspects Mark of cheating on the two ladies with a third woman. In turn of events, the two women team up put an end to Mark's bad behavior. Mark, on the other hand, is currently packing and preparing for yet another business trip. When he goes, they all follow him to their vacation home. They decide to base themselves at Phil's house, which is close by. Where Phil is shocked to see that the two have become friends. Kate and Carly eventually saw Mark's second mistress Amber while spying on him. Who is far younger than the two of them. Carly is enraged by Amber's hot figure and looks and runs after her in a frenzy of anger. They end up having a sit-down with Amber after a wild goose chase with Kate in the mix. They also inform her of Mark's infidelity. Mark has revealed to Amber that Kate was the one who cheated on him and that he is divorcing her, identifying Kate as the story's villain. Kate and their new guest, Amber, are having a blast while Phil and Carly are getting to know each other. The two mistresses and the betrayed wife have banded together to put an end to Mark's activities. They develop the ultimate killing machine. The wife, the attorney, and the huge tidies. To make things right, Mark and Carly go on a date back at home. Carly explained that she hadn't called back because she was disappointed that he hadn't shown up for dinner with her father. Following the plan, Carly adds a laxative to Mark's drink, leading him to feel compelled to hurl. Amber and Carly go out the next day to meet Carly's father in order to know more about Mark's secret source of income. He suggests that they search for blind offshore deposits in Switzerland or the Bahamas. In the meantime, we learn that Kate has been putting hormones in Mark's morning smoothies, causing him to lose his hair and become allergic. Everything went according to plan. Kate is still affected by all of this, despite her desire for vengeance. One night, Carly discovers Kate reliving with footage of her wedding day while wearing her wedding gown. They are interrupted when Mark arrives home earlier than normal. They're astounded by the situation because he was intended to hook up with Amber. However, they were able to avoid being found. After more investigation, Carly and Amber find the truth about several of the companies that Mark has been claiming to invest in order to steal money. Kate, on the other hand, is unwilling to deliver the final blow because she has been tempted by his charms again. Mark took her to meet with several members of the board about her business plan, which turned out to be a success. Because Kate is having second thoughts, the three has a dispute. Carly probes a little more and finds that Mark has been cheating the businesses by using Kate's signature. Kate stated she'd just signed anything he instructed her to without truly reading it when she was asked about it. Carly assures her that because she has legal authority to remove all of the funds, this could really work in her favor. After that, they're off to the Bahamas. Where all go to the banks to receive their money. After returning from yet another trip, Mark returns to town. Carly schedules a meeting with him at her place of business. He thinks it'll lead to some steamy action, so he goes. He is surprised to discover all three ladies in the conference room waiting for him. They tell him everything, even the fact that he no longer has a single dollar to his name. Kate also informs him that she wishes to divorce him. Carly has also provided evidence to the investors that their money has been misused. Rather of keeping the money, the girls decide to return it and the investors elect to work with Kate directly. The three girls have a happy ending. Kate goes on to become the CEO of a number of successful businesses. Carly lives with Phil and they are expecting a child together, while Amber and Carly's father have an unexpected affair. She always liked old men. And the movie ends here. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below which movie should I recap next.